Welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone, guys. That is the West Ham London Stadium, where the encounter of Manchester United versus the side which goes by the names of West Ham is going to take place in there. That is the interior of the London Stadium in there. It was built in 2000. It was built and finished in 2016, and they started it. West Ham started to play to that stadium 2016-2017 season in there. And remember, the last game that they played in the other stadium that they used to play at, they won United by 3-2, and that was the last game of Louis van Gaal in there. So when you look at United and West Ham, they really have some enticing encounters and history in there. And let's go now to the managers of both these teams in there. The manager of West Ham goes by names of David Moyes. Remember, David Moyes was the replacement of Alex Ferguson in there in 2013. He never accomplished the season at Manchester United, and he was sacked before he really accomplished the season. And Ryan Giggs came in and really sat into that so-called role, and Louis van Gaal came in and really took over. And remember, Louis van Gaal's last game for Manchester United, in the Premier League, was against West Ham, and he really went ahead to play against Everton, and he won the so-called FA Cup. Remember that Anton Martial goal that really gave United the trophy in there, and he was sacked in there. So that is David Moyes in there for you. Remember, he was a former Manchester United manager. We go to Manchester United. The manager of Manchester United goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He came in December 18th, that is 2018, when Jose Mourinho was sacked from the job, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer since then has really came in, and ever since he came in, he has become the first manager of Manchester United to really see his side, to really see the Manchester United play, all accomplished in the top 4 positions of the Premier League ever since he came in at Manchester United in there. So that is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in there for you. The season of 2019, 2020, 2021, and this is his other season in there. So he's really doing great, though he has not yet clinched a trophy for Manchester United, but I know this season he is really going to put United to that level. So smash a like on the video, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, please subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we go into the predicted Manchester United lineup versus West Ham. I think most of you, this is your best segment into these. That is the turf in there, where the game is really going to take place in there, and we're really going to demarcate it very well with the Manchester United players. You see on your extreme left, that is the manager of West Ham, who goes by names of David Moyes. And on the extreme right is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the Norwegian in there, who really is coaching Manchester United. Remember, he's a Manchester United legend. That is David De Gea is expected to keep his #1 spot into that goal, though Dean Anderson is back. But I think Dean Anderson is going to play. He will be in goal in that game of Manchester United versus West Ham in the Carabao Cup, and I think that's going to be on Wednesday in there. So that's how we expect a man who goes by names of Dean Anderson to reappear back. Remember, he was at the Euros, and he was really ruled out because of an injury. He got a hip injury, came back at United as he was training. He really got COVID-19 in there, and he recovered very well, and he really featured into the under-23s game of Manchester United. I think they were playing Arsenal with Phil Jones in there. So David De Gea is expected to take that #1 spot in there for a team which goes by names of Manchester United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is expected to maintain his right back position at Manchester United. Remember, in the midweek, United was playing a side which goes by names of Young Boys, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka really got a red card, and Diego Dallo really came in and played the rest of the minutes in there. Remember, he got the red card in the 35th minute in there after a very ugly step onto the player of a team which goes by names of Young Boys, and was sent off. And people are saying that I think it's better for Aaron Wan-Bissaka to be benched, because in the games of the Champions League, a man who goes by names of Diego Dallo is the one who is going to be playing there, and it is not really good to see to it that Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets himself all that playing time, and it's better for a lad who goes by names of Diego Dallo to come in through and really get that playing time, because in the next 2-3 games of the Champions League is really going to play in there. But I think the 40 something minutes that he had against the side which goes by the names of young boys, and the minutes he's going to get against West Ham in the midweek, I think will really keep him fit to play in that game against Villarreal. So I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is maintaining his place into that so-called central defense, into that so-called right back, and his partnership with Raphael Varane in there is really great, and I see no reason as to why he should be benched in there. So Raphael Varane, he came in from Real Madrid, played very well in the midweek. He came home on as United played the back five because they were a one-man down and they felt like they could defend that game, but they hence lost due to that Lingard error in there, the back pass that never reached to David De Gea, and they really gave that ball to the opponent of young boys, and they found their second goal in there. Raphael Varane, ever since came in at a team which goes by the name of Manchester United, has been really a great player, and I feel like he is changing things at Manchester United, and I'm really sure he's starting alongside the captain who goes by names of Harry Maguire in there. Harry Maguire is a man who is at Manchester United, came in from Leicester, record signing of £80 million in there. What a player he has turned into at Manchester United. He's making 28 years of age. That is Harry Maguire for you, and he is really a very good player, and I think their partnership with a man who goes by the names of Raphael Varane is one of the best in the Premier League, and I think they're really going to contend for the best central defenders in the Premier League this season, and they've managed to keep a couple of clean sheets. Remember, they kept a clean sheet against a side which goes by names of Wolves in there, and I think that's the only clean sheet that United has kept, isn't it? Because the first game, United played a side which goes by names of Leeds. It ended 5-1. Second game, it ended 1-1. Yeah, it was 1-1 against Southampton in there. Then we won against Wolves 1-0. That's the only clean sheet I remember. The fourth game we played Newcastle, it ended 4-1. So that is the only clean sheet they've kept. So I think they really need to really work hard and really keep clean sheets. Luke Shaw, to me, he's the best left back in the world. There is no way you put him out of this team, although Alex Telles is trying to come back, and I think let's wait and see what the manager is going to pick in there. Nemanja Matic is expected to play into that down midfield pivot in there because Freddie is off form. Trust me, he's really a talented player, but right now Freddie Rodriguez is really having the worst of his season ever since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer put him into his team. Remember, in 2019, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave Freddie the start after Paul Pogba got an injury, and ever since then, the rest was history. Those 2 seasons, Freddie has been one of the phenomenal players at Manchester United, but trust me, this time round, he has really bottled it out in there. So Nemanja Matic is expected to come and play into that CDM role at Manchester United as they take on Wolverhampton Wanderers alongside Paul Pogba, man who has 7 assists in the first 4 games of the season in there, and he's breaking records left, right, and center, and we expect him to be in the middle of the pitch in there because that is his best position, by the way. However much he has really created some 5 assists while playing on the left side of the attacking midfield, that is not his best side. The best side of Paul Pogba is that so-called central in the central midfield in there. While he plays through the central axis, that's the best position of Paul Pogba. I think you all agree with me in there. Now we go to the right attacking midfield. That is a man who goes by the name of Mason Greenwood, scoring 3 goals in his first 4 games of the Premier League in there. That is Mason Greenwood. Bruno Fernandes is expected to play in the middle of the park. No Donny van Beek in there. So Bruno is going to play that side. And the shocker, I think Anton Martial, let me even pause. Anton Martial is really going to start this game. I think he's going to start it because Jadon Sancho has started the previous 2 games of Manchester United and he has not really put up an impact as the manager wants. So I think it's the time for Anthony Martial to come in and really start this game against a side which goes by the names of West Ham, because this is what the manager is going to do. He has to give minutes to each and every player, and Anthony Martial has been looking sharp and good. Remember that 0 pass he did to Jesse Lingard in that 4th goal that United scored against a side which goes by the names of Newcastle in there to make it 4 for United. Cristiano Ronaldo, he scored into his first game of Manchester United in the Premier League. He scored a brace in there, and he scored he scored another one against a team which goes by names of Young Boys. That is Cristiano Ronaldo in there for you. So he's expected to lead the line in there. So that is the predicted Manchester United lineup versus the side which goes by names of West Ham. More details in here that you need to know about this game. Let's go straight to the so-called key players of these teams in there, because you have to know who is the key player for each and every team and where they play and what is their role into this club. Let's start off with the team which goes by names of West Ham in there. We start off with their captain, who goes by names of Declan Rice, the Englishman in there, who United have made their #1 transfer target next summer in there, and they're really willing to break the bank to bring him at Manchester United. That is Declan Rice in there for you. He scored a beauty against a side which goes by the names. There is a side, is it Belgrade in there? Yes, and he really scored the second goal in there in the so-called UEFA Europa League in there. So he's a midfielder, but he plays as a central defensive midfielder for a team which goes by names of West Ham, and Declan Rice is the key player for a side which goes by names of West Ham. At Manchester United, there is no question onto this. He's the man who goes by names of Cristiano Ronaldo. He is the main man at West Ham in there. So you know that he is the main man. That is Cristiano Ronaldo Alvaro Santos in there for you, and he goes by the names of Ronaldo, aka CR7 in there for you, and his position, he's a center forward, and he has been playing for Manchester United. He played for Manchester United from 2003 to 2009, and after 12 years he has returned at Manchester United with his celebration. So that is Ronaldo in there for you. Yes, we are still on to this. Let's go to the head-to-head, because if at all you're really going to leave your predictions in the comment section below, you really need to know what has been the head-to-head between Manchester United and the side which goes by the names of West Ham. So it's the Premier League record, no other games. We are really into the Premier League, and we're looking at the Premier League record between Manchester United and West Ham in there. You see, West Ham, Manchester United, they've played a total of 50 games in the Premier League amongst them. So it shows you how much they've been playing one another. 50 games played in between these two teams, between Manchester United and West Ham. Now, wins. Out of the 50 games, West Ham has won 7 games, and Manchester United has won 30. So it shows you that United really has a very big edge over a side which goes by names of West Ham in there. Goals scored. $45 goals have been scored in between. 45 goals have been scored by West Ham, and United has scored ×2, 99 goals, ×2 plus 9 goals. So it shows you that United really has a very big edge over a side which goes by the names of West Ham. Clean sheets. West Ham has kept how many clean sheets against United in the Premier League? 7 clean sheets have been kept by West Ham, and United have kept how many? I think they are 19. Yeah, United has kept 19. So it shows you that United really has an edge over West Ham, over wins, goals, and clean sheets. You get? So it shows you that United really has an edge onto this game of West Ham versus the side which goes by the names of Manchester United in there. So I really feel like United really has a big edge over this so-called game in there. And as we speak right about now, you can go into the comment section and tell me what you think about your prediction in there. I think United is winning 3-0. 3-0 because Antonio is out. Yeah, I think United is winning 3-0 into this game of West Ham. Now, allow me bring you the vertical lineup of Manchester United. This is the horizontal lineup of Manchester United versus West Ham. Smash the like on the video, comment and share. I go by the names of Rokani David, aka arane, the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. I'm out.